Good morning. I'm doing my Friday grocery haul. It's a teeny tiny one this week, and just a side note, I've had massive issues uploading to my Instagram page. So if you do watch my hauls on my Instagram page, you can come over here to watch it today. I'm really sorry. I think Instagram have changed how many videos you can put up the top in a 24-hour period. And of course last night I had a chit chat because my nails that I do myself on my gel nail kit, it broke, and I was having a chit chat, a bit of a complaint, had to go get another one because I was halfway through doing my nails. So I used up all of my story. So I'm really sorry if you're here from Instagram and don't like watching YouTube, but thank you for coming across to watch today's video. My last video, side note really quickly, my son had tonsillitis last week. I've had tonsillitis this week. I'm still getting over it. I'm still a bit swollen in my glands. They're a little bit sore. So I'm all over the place today, and I was meant to have another video up this week. I wasn't able to because my energy levels have just been so depleted. One, I am tired and recovering. Two, it's been had some really hot days, and all I feel like doing is sitting on the couch and chilling, watching a movie with the kids. And three, it is that time of the year where I just feel like everything has caught up with, for me, I've had 2 Christmas parties for the kids. I've had graduations for the kids. We've had parties after party after party for birthday parties for the kids. I've had my son's birthday party this month. It's just been extremely busy, and then before I know it, it is Christmas. So you've got your Christmas shopping. If you're hosting Christmas, it's just a really busy time of year. It doesn't have to be, and it probably shouldn't be. I probably should be a little bit more organized, which I kind of have been, kind of haven't been. For me, it's been more that we are just about to just about to start the process on our home, and that's just been at the front of my mind. I'm calling builders every day. I'm getting quotes for things. I'm organizing things. I've got equipment and tools being stored here. So that's been like a big player for us, and now we're trying to work out when we're going to leave this home, which is potentially a lot sooner than we thought, which just speeds things up a lot in regards to cleaning and packing and organizing and potentially moving in while we're still renovating the downstairs area. Anyway, I have a video coming on that. I say it all the time. And the other thing that really upset me is I deleted a bunch of videos on my salad. I went through the other day, and this SIM card that you're watching this on was full. So I just went, delete. That was my last video. It's uploaded. No, because I film my salads every other day. There was a couple of salad ones in there, and they've been deleted. So I need to get my butt into gear and get that filmed for you, because there are some good ones in there. There are some vegan ones. There are some dairy-free ones. I've got options for potato salad for all different types. Anyway, you're here for a grocery haul. Let me turn you around. If you saw my last video, which would have been my Costco haul, I spent big there. I bought a lot of red meat and a lot of cheese and some chips for the kids, and some other things. But today's grocery haul, I had to pare it back, and next week's grocery haul, I have to pare it back. And then it's Christmas, which is full of leftovers, and I should be back on track. So this week, let me show you. All right, there were some amazing discounts this week at Coles. If you spent over a certain amount, I think it was if you spent over $150 or over $200, you got so much off. And if you spent over $300, you got so much off, which is great if you're a big family, if you've got the budget to stock up, or if you're hosting Christmas and people have pitched in a bit of money and you're like, yes, this is the day I go hardcore on my grocery shopping. For me, it wasn't. I literally had to turn my brain off and go, no, I want to get to under 100. I just went over. I'm pretty happy with that. So my goal was 100 this week. I spent 104.08 cents. Nothing was on sale here. The only thing that was on sale was these here, and there was 65 cents off, and I was like, yeah, we always have pasta, I'll grab it. Really didn't need to purchase them, but I did. I only grabbed 3 milks this week. I'm finding every other week I go from 4 lots of these to 3 to 4 to 3. I think I found my groove, but come next year, little man will be at school 5 days a week. I'm probably going to get back down to 3 because we're not having those sort of dairy snacks throughout the day that constitute having milk in it. Yogurt, I'm struggling in the mornings to have breakfast, but then I find by 10 a.m. I'm hungry, and I'm grabbing the crap food that we have as a treat in the pantry. So we get yogurt all the time, but I find I'm cooking and using it for other things. But I really want to get back into the habit to having my Greek yogurt. And then what I usually do, let me show you my fridge. This is just how our week has been. It's a reflection of how our week has been. So if you will see up the back, I've started doing it. So I put the yogurt. These are little containers from IKEA. I mean, that's how my fridge is looking, which is fine, but there's food waste in there because it's been one of those weeks. So Greek yogurt, some frozen blueberries, and in the top little up in here, there we go, is the granola. So in the mornings I can make a week's worth of this, pour that in, and then I can just eat that while the kids are getting ready, or my husband can take that to work with him. They're a great jar. They're from IKEA. I do not remember how much they were. $2, $6, I don't know. I grabbed a few of them though, I think like 4 or 5, so it's coming really in handy. So I'm trying really hard to prep for myself to have some breakfast at the moment because it's just getting so busy. I think I'm getting lazy in the mornings, and I don't mean that in a mean way to myself. I've gotten into a routine that's probably a bit more lazy. I wake up, come downstairs, have the coffee, the kids play, get their breakfast, and I just sip on my coffee where I should be up. I could unload the dishwasher that is finished last night, and she's clean, and I could load all this stuff in it, but I sit on the couch and slowly wake up. I could be having some breakfast while the kids are having their breakfast. So I think I've gotten into a lazy morning routine, and I want to change that around, particularly for next year, because every year I've got to be at the door at a certain time to get school drop-offs done. Cheese. I didn't need to buy this cheese this year. This week I did. My fridge was so full I forgot, and I just placed my order with it. So cheese is fine. This will last weeks in the fridge. The use by date on here, because maybe someone's going to question me on it. Not that you guys do. Look, best before June. Is that going to focus? July, the 26th of July. So we're fine there. That'll become our dinner this week. This is going to be my 2-ingredient crumb chicken. It's literally chicken mince and panko crumb. That's it. You don't need to egg wash it. You don't need to flour it. It is chicken mince. Make it into like a little patty. Roll it in the panko crumb, and you're done. I do add lemon juice in here. I do add sometimes feta in here, or garlic in here, and in the panko crumb sometimes I put like a herb through it. But if you want a really cheap dinner that is still quite tasty, chicken mince and panko crumb, and then you can serve it with a simple salad of tomato, cucumber, avocado, and lettuce, and some boiled potatoes. There you go. That's a nice meal to have for the week. This will feed us for dinner. So we're a family of 4. The 500 grams of mince, they are $6 a kilo. $6 for 500 grams, sorry. Sometimes Coles will do 2 for $10, so it works out to be $5 for 500 grams. I can't find any mince that is cheaper than that. So chicken breast mince. This is really good stuff. I have tried the Woolies one. For some reason I find this one here has a fluffier texture once it's cooked, if that makes sense. And this is a chicken mince we get for our little girl, who did come inside before. I don't know where she's gone, but this is what we give her, and we just cook it with rice and then veggies for her. So that's an option that we can do one night for dinner. Could always do some eggs with it as well. Another option there. Got more eggs because I plan to do some cooking this week if all goes to plan, and hence why I have the butter as well. I was going to do like some Christmas snacks, like some fun Christmas things for Christmas Day if you're going to like a party or a barbecue on the weekend or something. It's been one of those weeks, and it's not the week to have one of those weeks. Rubbish bags. I'm going to slowly start stocking up on rubbish bags for when we pack and move, because we're not packing and moving in the one day. We're going to do it over a few weeks, and I think chucking clothes into like a rubbish bag like this and transporting them across is probably better than boxes and that kind of thing. We kept our boxes from when we moved 2 years ago because we knew this house here was short term. So I've got plenty of boxes, but bags are going to come in handy for things. I know it, and we do use these as rubbish bags. We purchase bags. Avocados were only $1 each. I grabbed 2 of those, and they're going to get used for salads. Tomorrow for breakfast we might have like some eggs, avocado on some toast, who knows, or I could do some sushi with them. I've got some leftover rice, I've got some seaweed in the pantry, and I could do avocado. I've got some chicken strips. I'm doing a bit of a talk through today so you can get ideas on things to make when you've only spent $100 on groceries. They're those chicken tenders I got, the Steggles chicken tenders that were half price. So don't pay the $9, wait till they go down to $4.50. I cook them up and then I cut them into strips. I can get cucumber there, I can do avocado. I do have the sushi paper. I think they're my rice paper ones. I think behind there, I've got my sushi. Yeah, right. There's sushi in there. And then in my box down the bottom, I've got some more rice, and then if I wanted to, I can make it look like really fancy and bougie and put some sesame seeds around the rice when it's cooked. And I think I even have ginger. Oh, look at that. I've got some ginger, pickled ginger down there that I bought ages ago. Let's just see, best before the 30th. Oops, sorry guys. Best before the 30th. I don't know if it's going to focus. The 30th of the 1st, 2022. So perfect, probably need to use that soon-ish. So I've got another option there I can do for dinner. These potatoes were the cheapest I could get at the moment, which was fine. I think they were $2.80 or $2.50 a kilo. I did buy those sweet potatoes from Costco's the other day, so I think I might do a vegetarian dish. Let's do a potato bake. So I've got some white potato. I'm going to use my onions in the pantry that I've got, my sweet potato, maybe slice up some thin capsicum to put through it. I've got some spinach there I can put through it. I've got milk. I can put in some seasoning. So I do have a video about my pantry staples. And I always find having things like garlic powder, celery salt, onion powder, those three there will go into the milk, and I will stir that up. Actually, I've got a cream that needs to get eaten. Oh, 10th of December. That's today. Haven't opened it yet. That could be fine. So maybe tonight I do a potato bake for dinner. If not, I might do, because I bought chicken breast weeks ago. I could do mashed potato. I've got mushrooms from last week still. I've got mushrooms up the back there from last week. I could do my creamy chicken mushroom dish with mashed potatoes. I do have a video on it. It's what I eat in a week, our dinners for a week or something like that there. Loads of fruit and veg. So I could always do like some strawberries, blueberries and grapes, like a little salad, a fruit salad bowl for the kids. Kiwi fruit is really nice at the moment. I ended up making that juice last week, and we're slowly doing like little gulps every morning of it. So in here was that pineapple from last week. I put in that whole ginger, so really hot spicy ginger in there, and I also put in whatever leftover kiwi fruit I had. I couldn't find fresh turmeric anywhere. I went to a health food store, I went to an organic fruit barn, I went to a Woolies and a Coles. No one had any. I don't know, they didn't have any. And I've got a lettuce there this week. So if I was just using this stuff here, I could make little patties out of the mince, the chicken mince, so my panko crumb. Instead of just serving it with like a salad, I could make it into like a burger. So make little patties out of them, panko crumb them, put them into like a lettuce cup. So open these up. Bit of tomato, bit of avocado, bit of cucumber, and then I've got like a little healthy kind of a burger sort of thing, or I could just use the bread to do it there. Corn. We've been using our barbecue every other night. Actually used it the I think 3 or 4 nights ago. I just cooked up those lamb chops I'd gotten from Costco's, and I was like, oh, let's just cook them up with some like potatoes. So I got corn. I might do some corn on the barbecue this week. Bananas were not too bad price point. These tomatoes are cheaper than any of the other ones. The ones that come on the vine, they were cheaper than the Roma ones, or even like the little cherry tomatoes. I love the cherry tomatoes because I find that they don't go as soggy as quick, and in salads they hold their shape really well. But when you look at the per kilo, they're like $18, $19 per kilo, where these come in at like $4, $6 a kilo. We still do get cherry tomatoes then, but I'm just giving you little hints along the way today around how to look and shop a little bit smarter. And then apples as per usual. The kids are loving red apples. My husband's liking green ones, but he's just not eating them as much. So I've only grabbed him a couple this week. Let me show you my fruit bowl that is left over. So, oh, see, he's not eating them. They're going to go into a banana cake we're going to make on the weekend. Little Miss has kind of gone off oranges. She's kind of gone, no, I don't want it. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Kiwi fruit, they're still nice and firm. These lemons will need to get used. So I'm going to juice them, peel the rind off of them, so just the yellow part, not the white part. And I'm going to make up another solution. So in here is orange peel, vinegar, and a little bit of like washing up liquid, so you can see the bubbles on top, and this becomes a natural cleaner. If I open that up, which I won't do with my one hand, just mind my dirty dishes in the background, it's almost like an essential oil kind of smell. So the vinegar pulls out the smell, the oil from the lemon skin, and the suds in there just means I can pour this directly into one of my homemade cleaning bottles. And I've got my own homemade cleaner in there. So I try not to let anything go to waste. So I'm gonna juice those lemons today and use them for something. Maybe I could make an apple pie. So this weekend I could juice those lemons, use the lemon rind, and then maybe even with the leftover apples from, I'm going back over here, sorry. The leftover apples from this week, I could cut them all up, peel them, cook them in some brown sugar, lemon juice, and make a little homemade pie. Again, I have a video about freezer staples as well. I always have puff pastry. Puff pastry, you can make sweet or savory food, and it's just, it really, really, really makes things so much easier when you're trying to cook or prep something. I could make a pizza out of that. This is that sauce I bought probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I could defrost that and just purely stir that through with that and cut up some extra fresh veggies through it and have like a vegetarian pasta something dish, grate some cheese through it. So a very, very small haul this week, but I'm hoping that random chat I just had with you has just given you some ideas. You just got to really think outside the box sometimes. That is my very small grocery haul for today. I literally thought off the top of my head foods to have for dinner this week. I have had a lot of feedback from you guys really wanting more what we eat for dinner in a week, to give you dinner ideas, what I eat throughout the day, just to give you an idea on what I actually turn the food into. So next year, when I have time to count to 10, I'm going to try and do more filming of more food related things that link back into your budgeting and that sort of thing there. There is nothing wrong with having a smaller budget. I've worked out our budgets for 2022 because we've got a big shake-up coming for the first part of the year where we're renting, we're renovating, and we're paying for a mortgage. So I've had to rejig things around. There's nothing wrong with that. Please know that there is nothing wrong with not having big salads and expensive cuts of meat for lunches and dinners. There is nothing wrong with having a bowl of cereal for breakfast or some toast. The toast doesn't have to have avocado and salt and pepper and feta on top. You can just have Vegemite on toast for breakfast. I feel sometimes I watch social media and you just see a common theme of, oh, look at this beautiful food and this is so healthy and this is what we should be eating, or this is what we should be spending for groceries, or this is what we should be spending for Christmas presents. And my mind gets so easily tricked into it, and then I think, oh yeah, I'll go do the same. I'm gonna go buy that. Well, that looks really good, I'll buy that. And then I'm very mindful on how that impacts me. So I try really hard not to do that here. The food I'm showing you is just what I would normally purchase whether I filmed it or not, but I'm trying to turn mine into more practical meal ideas. I asked on my Instagram page about a week ago, it could be 2 weeks ago, it's been a bit of a blur for me the past 2 weeks, on pricing my meals so you can get an idea on how much you could cost per meal. I don't like doing it personally because everyone pays different for their groceries. Apples in Australia are not the same in every state. They're not the same in every suburb. They change that much with their pricings. But I have had a lot of feedback saying, well, you'd like to know just to kind of get an idea to that's a cheaper meal than what I would probably make. I'll try that and give it a go. So next year I'm going to start doing some dinners for a week, so a week worth of dinners, and put some pricings on it as a guide to what I paid. So instead of going out and having chicken breast that is $10 a kilo, maybe I can find a cheaper alternative for you, or doing something like the chicken mince where I can add things to it and bulk it out a little bit more. I've got some things planned, but please just know it doesn't have to be an expensive time of year. You don't have to go out and buy everything you see at the grocery store. The grocery stores are very smart. They put their sale items at the end of the aisles that you walk down. I still go to the grocery store every now and then to grab odds bits and pieces, but I do prefer the online shopping because it avoids those things. 2 for $5, 2 for $6, buy one, get one half price. They're gimmicks to get you to spend money. And at this time of year, you've got that hype and that pressure, and oh my goodness, what if David brings his new girlfriend over and we haven't kept, and it can get really overwhelming, and before you know it, you go, oh my goodness, there's a grocery bill, or there are some presents, and we have just gone well over budget. My budget planner coming out in February is going to help us not to do that next year. Don't be too afraid that I haven't brought it out sooner, but just keep all of your bank statements, because one of the videos I'm bringing out that I'm filming soon, we're going to go through every bank statement for the past 3 months, and we're going to analyze it and work out our budgets to actually be how much we have actually spent and where our budget needs to be. I'm getting sidetracked. I need to get these groceries put away. I need to upload this video as soon as possible, because I think Instagram has changed how many videos you can upload up the top, and I had a big rant last night around my nails, and I'm not gonna lie, my amazing husband ran out to the shops and grabbed me another UV LED light, because these are gel nails, and he got it from Kmart. It's the only place that had it. The only place last night that had a UV light, and I was halfway through, my nails were wet and I couldn't do anything. And I'm not gonna lie, I give it about a 2 out of 10. Let me show you what it is. So my original one I purchased, I'm still here. The original one I purchased was from eBay, and I love this. I'm gonna order another one. So I put my nails under, it cures them, bring them out and do the next one. The only one I could find was on Kmart. I'm like, look, this'll just grab it. I can't even get my hand in. It just sits there like that. That's all it does. And then I have to like do those 3. And then I do the pinky, and then I do the thumb, and it has a fan in it, so it's really soothing and quiet. So not something I would actually recommend. I'm gonna probably add this into my like my faves and will not repurchase. But I do get questions on this one a lot. I've had this for about 4 years. I have dropped this, I have smashed this, I have spilt stuff inside of it, and it's had an absolute workout. I think what's happened is the cord at the back, because I wrap it around when I'm finished, I think I've broken one of the wires in it. But this one here I got from eBay, and it was just, it was fantastic. So anyway guys, I need to get my video edited and uploaded. I'm talking too much. I hope you enjoyed it today. I hope you guys are all well. Looking forward to Christmas, whatever that means for you. A day off work, going to work so you can get paid double time, triple time, time and a half. A morning where you can just sleep in and just relax, or you can be woken up to the sound of children ripping presents open because Santa has finally been. I have one more video for grocery hauls before Christmas, and I might do another one in between that really weird Christmas New Year period. Maybe it'll be like a very small top up of our fruit and veg and milk, and I'll give you all the tips on leftovers. We'll talk soon, guys. Bye.